curve here represents the degree of freedom, and at the end point it's the highest. So when it's at 7, the degree of freedom is 0.025, and then at 7 it's 1.65, and then so at 0.075, which will be the t-value for this curve here, it'll be 2.687, and then degree of freedom is 7, and so your CI is 0.025, which means your confidence interval formula will represent the my negative plus or minus the OY negative, and that O is a little squiggly, so it's a sigma y, and then you have MY equals M sigma with the O with a squiggly, and equals the S with the triangle, which is the standard deviation, and then your sample size is N, and so O and a squiggly sigma negative Y equals the standard deviation over the square root being greater than 2.8, the sample size is 10, which is greater than the 7 in the M, with the mean of 3.48 G's, and SD, which is the standard deviation, which equals the sigma with the squiggly O, and N equals the sample size, which is the delta Y. And so over here we have that squiggly with a negative of a Y is the standard deviation over the square root of N, which is the sample size of N. And then we have the MY negative equals M, and then the squiggly size with the O and the squiggly in this curve here represents the degree of freedom, and at the end point is the highest. So at 7, the degree of freedom is 0.025, and then it's so at 0.075, which will be the t-value for this curve here, it'll be 2.687. And then degree of freedom is 7, and so your CI is 0.025. And then for example, you find the probability of Y is better than 2.8 in a sample size that is 10, and then with the mean of, and then we have the MY negative equals M, and then the squiggly size with the O and the squiggly and the negative with a Y. And so over here we have that squiggly with a negative.
That's right.